Hello, Unique Awesome people. It's 2022. Happy New Year's. So, where am I at in my life? Well, I'm still not back on the road trucking yet, but I have been trying relentlessly. I have had at least a dozen opportunities since September, and I haven't taken them for one reason or another. Politics being most of them. All of them, I'm lying. Oh, aren't politics lovely? Anyways, so over the last little while, the club has been closed in St. John's, Newfoundland, where I'm at home right now, and that's really challenging. So I'm turning inwards and I'm working on projects and plugging away on my passions to stay positive, and having a lot of conversations about relationships and, you know, just experiences and regret and the things that we go through, and talking to people about polyamory and trying to help people understand like the philosophies that could be beneficial for them, even though it's very, very scary for people who have never comprehended that type of relationship structure. So I was having a conversation about something that I recognize I have extreme talent and skill with. And I then realized in the conversation, like, most people don't have this skill, so I think it's worth talking about, even though I have to admit, I don't have the answer for everything, because the only answer to this dilemma that I can find is being a stripper. And as much as I love to try to turn every single male and female that I know into a stripper, it's really not working out for me so well, especially these days. But I have made a few dozen strippers over the years, and it's been a fun time. So the lesson that I wanted to talk about was figuring out how to focus on and really recognizing that it's probably healthy for you. Maybe not everybody, I'm only speaking for myself, my own experience, but it's probably healthy for you to learn how to tame lust. And I was talking about this, and I was like having this vision in my mind while I was trying to digress what I was trying to explain. And I was like, yeah, it kind of reminds me of like on like a Walt Disney movie, and there's like a big breathing fire dragon, and then there's, you know, the knight with the shining armor, and he's trying to defeat the dragon. Like, I feel like I'm the little guy with the sword and the shield, and I'm like trying to tame the fire breathing dragon. Because if you don't figure out how to tame lust, it will take over your life, and it will lead you into relationships that aren't best for you, and put you in situations that you regret, that you feel super tormented by, and hopefully that you're even able to get out of. Some people don't even find the exit door, which is just terrible, right? And they leave wounds in our lives, in our hearts. Like, it's a lot to get over and deal with, right? So learning how to tame your lust is super important. What strategies am I going to offer you to do that? I have no idea. I feel like as a stripper, I'm sort of like a supernatural being at taming lust, because I'm in an intimate, physical, sexual scenario every single day of my life, and I have to maintain the law, the rules, my integrity, you know, a fair workspace for my coworkers, my, you know, the respect people have for me, and, you know, my health and my common sense and all these things, right? And in the heat of the moment with, you know, certain people, there's really unexpected chemistry. I mean, that happens with people that I normally would have absolutely no attraction to outside of that particular setting, for example. But in that setting, I am genuinely extremely turned on, excited, and needing to use my self-control to maintain order, because that's my duty. I'm an order maintainer. You know, people think strippers are the lower parts of society, you know, like, we have just as much credibility as like judges, okay? That's just my opinion. But yeah, so I have a lot of practice taming lust, and even though I have all that practice in my everyday life, I still find it incredibly challenging. But it's something that I do focus on, and I don't think I've done a video about that. You know, like, if you let your lust lead your decision making, you're not going to take the time to figure out if the person you're becoming intimate with has the core values that I talk about in other videos that really make for a beautiful relationship and give you a foundation to build on, which will allow you to enjoy the fun and the adventure. Because everybody just wants to have some fun, right? Nobody wants to do any hard work. Nobody wants to take things too seriously. Nobody wants to overthink things. But if you don't do that in the beginning and lay the foundation, it's not going to be very much fun for very long. Your adventure is going to fizzle, and it's going to create so much chaos that, you know, you'll either have a broken heart forever because you're living in fantasy land in your mind about those few fun occasions and forgetting a lot of the torment that came along with it. Or like, you know, you're not going to give yourself the opportunity to finally connect with somebody who really is your person, you know? And if you let lust guide you, then of course your sexual chemistry is going to make you feel like you found that person, those people, your partners. But like that can't last forever if your core values don't make sense. If you don't have the same lifestyle ambitions, needs, and goals, and parameters about like really small, simple things, you will drive each other absolutely fucking mental over the tiniest little things, because minuscule day-to-day routine behaviors are what allow for you to stay happy. And the only way you're going to have long-term fun and adventure, mainly carefree, is if you're able to live a happy day-to-day life. And these little tiny minuscule things are the building foundations of all of that, right? So I think everybody needs their own unique strategies for how to tame lust and how to figure out, okay, let me open that can of lust like when it makes sense. Let me pump the brakes. Let me do whatever crazy strategies you required to avoid getting into lustful situations that are not going to lead to something logical. So that once you finally do start having chemistry with somebody where lust is not guiding it, then you can open up that amazing synergetic explosion of passion and have so much fun. And hopefully for a very long time. And hopefully with multiple partners who are hopefully even homies. What a beautiful life this could be. But what are my strategies for taming lust? I really don't know, my friends. I really don't know, because I get practice every single day at the club, and I would say that that is one of the best strategies in the world. And I'm still struggling day to day. So I guess in this video, I'm just giving you some awareness. I'm not giving you the answers, although I wish I could, but I think it's fair to say that the answer will be different for everybody. It really depends on who you are and what your lifestyle consists of and what are your key like triggers and ultimate factors of satisfaction, right? So sit down and ask yourself what they are, you know, like make a little list, and then you can structure your own wild sword and shield fight against the monster fire-breathing dragon of lust, and hopefully end up with the right people around you. Or the right person if you're a monogamous person and you're watching this because, you know, you think people who care about polyamory are insane and you're just curious about what kind of dumb, crazy shit we're saying. Hey, I want you to be loved the way you want to be loved too. So thank you for watching my video. If you have any suggestions for how to tame love, please put them in the comments below. And again, thank you for watching my video. If you liked it, please like it and please hit the subscribe button. If you're somebody who has no idea how to subscribe, that's because you're not logged into YouTube and you have to make a Gmail email account. The government's not going to come after you for making it. I'm pretty sure. I don't know for sure, but like seriously, let's stop stressing. Just log in and then you can subscribe and then you'll see my other videos. And what else? My name's Chelsea. I keep forgetting to tell people that in case you have not met me before. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.